The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 looks like an impressive foldable phone with new AI powers wrapped in a lighter and more durable design. I also like the wider cover display and brighter main screen, but the $100 price hike could scare off some shoppers. It is finally time for a foldable phone. With the Galaxy Z Fold 6, Samsung is trying to make a strong case for jumping on the folding bandwagon. At first glance, this device doesn't look much different than its predecessor, but there is actually a lot of improvements. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 sports a thinner and lighter design than the Galaxy Z Fold 5. You get a slightly bigger and wider cover display that's less claustrophobic than before, and the main display is much brighter at 2600 nits. Samsung is also touting the durability improvements of the Galaxy Z Fold 6, including more robust foldable glass layers, as lots of people are afraid of foldable phones breaking. Then there is all the built-in AI stuff, including a gaggle of Galaxy AI features and easy access to Google Gemini. I had a chance to try out a bunch of these capabilities, including an impressive live interpreter app and a way to turn your S Pen scribbles into art. Unfortunately, Samsung is sharing $100 more for the Z Fold 6 as the phone's starting price has fallen to $1,899 US. So, is the new model worth the price hike? Here is my impression so far, along with early pros and cons for what could be the best foldable phone yet. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 is available for pre-orders now with a July 24 release date. It will be available through wireless carriers as well as retailers like Amazon, Best Buy and Samsung.com. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 starts at $1,899 US for a model with 256GB of storage and 12GB of RAM. That's $100 more than the Galaxy Z Fold 5's starting price. The good news is that if you pre-order the Z Fold 6 from Samsung, you can get the next storage tier for the same price. So you can get 512GB for the price of the 256GB model. Otherwise, it will cost you $120 to upgrade from to 512GB and $360 to get to 1TB. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 is like the Z Fold 5 on Ozempic. It's lost a fair amount of girth and weight. Samsung has trimmed the thickness while also adding to the flagship foldable's overall durability. Measuring 6.04 by 2.68 by 0.48 inches when folded, the Z Fold 6 is shorter, narrower and thinner than the Galaxy Z Fold 5's 6.1 by 2.64 by 0.53 inch frame. And when unfolded, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is 6.04 by 5.22 by 0.22 inches compared to 6.1 by 5.11 by 0.24 inches for the previous fold. I am not saying the bulk is gone, but I'd be much more likely to carry around the Z Fold 6 in my front pocket. The phone will also weigh down your pocket less, as the Z Fold 6 is 8.4 ounces versus 8.9 ounces for the Fold 5. The straight edge design looks sleek, but the corner was a bit uncomfortable in my hand with the phone closed. The Google Pixel Fold is still thinner when open but thicker when closed and notably heavier at 10 ounces, while the OnePlus Open is a smidge thinner than the Z Fold 6 when closed and about the same weight. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 is also made to be tougher than the Galaxy Z Fold 5 with more durable foldable glass layers and better resistance to pressure from poking and the S Pen. There is also Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front and back and an armor aluminum hinge. Samsung made the cover display a bit larger on the Z Fold 6, going from 6.2 to 6.3 inches versus Galaxy Z Fold 5, while making the panel a bit wider. It's not a monumental change, but it's a welcome one, with the resulting screen becoming more comfortable to type on with two hands. You can also run apps on the cover display without everything feeling too squished. Still, the Pixel Fold's front screen is even wider. On the inside, you get a 7.6-inch OLED display that's rated for 2600 nits of peak brightness. That's the same size as before, but a huge boost compared to the 1750 nits on the Z Fold 5. When watching the trailer for Gladiator 2, Pedro Pascal's armor looked gleaming on this panel and the Asphalt 9 racing games was bursting with color. The crease where the display force is still noticeable, but I pretty much forgot about it while viewing content with a darker background. Both screens are dynamic with a refresh rate of 1 to 120Hz, so you should expect fluid animations and smooth scrolling. Generally speaking, I am getting bored of phones with iterative upgrades from one generation to the next, but Samsung makes mostly the right moves with the Galaxy Z Fold 6. I appreciate the thinner and lighter design, the wider cover display and brighter main 7.6-inch screen. I also appreciate the AI features on board the Galaxy Z Fold 6 for productivity and entertainment, even if some feel a bit gimmicky. And while it will take some time to test, the durability improvements are welcome. What I don't like is that Samsung hiked the price on the Z Fold 6 by $100. Granted, $1,799 was already very expensive, but $1,899 puts this phone even more out of reach unless you can get a sweet carrier discount. I would also like Samsung to bundle an S Pen Plus case combo and include faster charging. Stay tuned for my fully rated Galaxy Z Fold 6 review.